All right, welcome back to the show, everyone. Good to have you here. Now, if you remember about a month or two ago, I made a video talking about the Islamic takeover of Spain, in which I showed you that the floodgates had just been opened, where the Spanish government are allowing 1.35 million illegal migrants into Spain. They're going to naturalize them effectively as citizens, and from there, they will flood into the rest of Europe, into the UK, and beyond. And I said, if you want to stop the Islamic takeover of Europe, you need to focus on Spain. It is the geographical touch point with North Africa and the rest of the Islamic world. And it may be one of my most important videos. The footage is horrific, masses of people pouring over the hillside. We even have footage of large numbers of men, these Islamic men, pouring off of these boats as they just arrive on a nudist beach in Spain. And I said, look, this is a jihadist's wet dream. This is about to go crazy when it comes to the sexual violence you're about to see. Well, anyway, Nate Friedman has just gone to Spain and he's filmed a walk-around tour of the city. This whole thing is a crazy clip, so let's watch it.
These are the streets of Barcelona.
It's like Pakistan.
When you look
Bangladesh.
up, these are the flags you see.
Yeah. Of course, the trans flag, Palestinian flag.
These are the signs you see.
Yeah. Sign of the end times for your city.
This is what the shops look like.
More Palestinian flags. No dogs allowed, of course.
These are migrants waiting to get their papers after Spain's prime minister legalized 500,000 illegal migrants.
Just going to pause it. It's not just going to be 500,000. There was actually a police leak report that showed the actual number was going to be closer to 1.35 million. More information on that is on my previous video on Spain.
They will reveal the truth to me in this video.
90% of Arab countries, young people came to Europe.
A migrant from Morocco stabbed an innocent woman 30 times while yelling Allahu Akbar in a quiet suburb in Barcelona. I will also be going to that suburb to ask the residents if enough is enough. The Western world is officially at stake. This is the downfall of Spain. Welcome back to the Nate Friedman Show.
I'm from America and I'm a journalist, and I'm asking people what they think of Sanchez legalizing 500,000 migrants. What are your thoughts on that?
It's good.
Yeah, why is it good?
Why many people without paper here, without work. Because Sanchez, he speak, we give you papers.
Yeah. Would you like to see millions of people become legalized here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like how many?
Yeah, of course you would, because you're an invader, right? They're not looking to be guests in your country. They're not looking to become contributors of your society. They want to turn your society into their society and then kick you out, behead you, or forcibly turn you into a Muslim, or else pay the jizya tax.
People, would you say?
More than 1 million people.
We should do another 1 million people?
I hope.
Yeah. Okay. And do you think that they will be voting for Sanchez once they become citizens?
Again?
Do you think that they will be voting for Sanchez once they become citizens?
100%.
Yeah,
100% sure.
And that's why you...
Democracy has been rigged. We've finally found the answer of how you can actually just rig democracy. And it's not with like voting machines that have been rigged. It's like, no, you just flood your country with migrants under a Labour government, and they will always be loyal to you because then they can just get more benefits from you, flood more people in. And that's a way for the left wing to always stay in power. Okay, because native people understand that left-wing governments destroy their nations. So all you got to do is bring other nations in, make them citizens, vote in the democracy, and you'll always stay in power.
You have long live Sanchez,
Yeah,
right?
that's right.
Yeah. Okay.
We pray for him.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It's good guy.
Yeah. And is Sanchez good for the Islamic community?
Yes.
Yeah. And why is he good for the Islamic community here?
Muslim people like it.
Why do they like him?
He stand with Iran. He stand with Iran, with Palestine.
Yes.
That's why
Iran and
people like it.
Palestine.
Of course.
Wonderful.
Hey, we're making a YouTube video. Can I talk to you?
Degenerates everywhere. So sad to see.
So, are you just gonna take a piss?
Wow.
He's just taking a piss right there. No, we don't want to. I don't want to.
All right, get it in my hand.
Huh?
Get your face.
I don't have $5.
Face.
I don't have it.
Go.
Okay. Well, go.
Go.
Yeah, we go. All I wanted was to ask these migrants where they came from. They were just sitting outside an art museum in Barcelona, and that's when they just attacked us. All right, so this is just another Saturday.
It's the same all over Europe. It's the same in France as well. Like I've been in these situations and I've just been filming around like a train station. And they come up as if they own the place. And it's like, no, it's like they are enforcing laws and they want you to pay them. They want to beat you up. These people on drugs, these are the kinds of people that the governments just can't wait to pour in so you can give them more tax welfare money. It's deranged.
In Barcelona, we were told that there's a protest here.
Of course.
I didn't see anything scheduled, but this is just what they do all the time. So let's just talk to a few folks here, see how different it is here versus in the United States.
Who wants to translate with me? But again, all right, there.
Hi, hola.
What do you think about the 500,000 illegal migrants that Sanchez legalized?
Primero, la palabra ilegal es errónea. Son personas, trabajadores que están sin papeles, para empezar. Están trabajando con unos sueldos de miseria, pero además para la economía española son necesarios, imprescindibles. Ya no solamente porque están haciendo un trabajo, además porque sabemos que la pirámide de natalidad es insuficiente para los próximos años. Y además de todo, son personas que están viviendo aquí hace años, muchos, ya hace años, y están trabajando con unas condiciones que son injustas. Necesitan papeles. No solamente podemos dar papeles a la gente que lo puede pagar, sino a la gente que lo necesita. Tenemos muchos turistas en este país que están destruyendo esta ciudad porque la ocupan y no nos permiten vivir en la ciudad con tranquilidad, ¿no? ¿Para enriquecer a quién?
So basically, if you are an illegal migrant in Europe, the word illegal is problematic for these lefties. But as soon as you're talking about the Israelis and the Palestinians, which is why they're protesting there, oh, look at the illegal settlements and the colonization of these white Jews in the Palestinian indigenous territory. How wrong it is that they're being invaded, they're colonizing, they're taking that land, right? That's the narrative they present about the whole situation. But as soon as it's Europe and you have the invasion of Arabs, Muslims into indigenous white lands, suddenly every leftist, suicidal empathy, liberal white woman with pink hair, blue hair, keffiyeh scarves is out on the streets to defend them. And these are the same people who did nothing but protest for the last 50 years with their feminism to end the patriarchy, to stop the patriarchy. And they're letting in the most patriarchal, misogynistic group of people on earth into their midst, and then claiming like, they're the victims and that all the feminists need to be out supporting them. And they have been utterly, deadly silent on all of the sexual violence by these people on these young girls, which is now in their, hundreds of thousands in Spain alone, millions across Europe. Insane.
Hola. Do you speak English?
Yes, I do.
Okay, awesome.
They legalized 500,000 migrants. Do you know what I'm speaking about? What do you think about this action?
Oh, I think it's really good. I'm really astonished, or I think Pedro Sanchez now is doing really good things. He's the only guy who is opposite to Trump.
Yes.
He really says what all the governments should set, and also what he did with the immigrants is also, I think it's really cool because, we all need the immigrants, and all over Europe.
Yes.
They are very important in our economy, and legalizing it is also a sign to the public.
So it's like, we really need the immigrants for our economy because we just don't have a high enough birth rate. We've got no children to take over the country and to run the place and to work jobs and pay taxes. What a catastrophe. We need the migrants. These are the very same people who believe in the whole sexual revolution ethic of free love, one-night stands, absolute promiscuity, massive amounts of abortions, think that marriage is just an outdated institution and part of the patriarchy. And they want their cake and they want to eat it too, right? They want all of this freedom to just kill all the babies, not have babies, not get married, not start families, not sacrifice your career to become a mother. They don't want any of that stuff. They want the freedom to reject all of that stuff and kill all the babies, and to also have a functioning economy that works and gives them all the comfort and safety that they so desperately enjoy all the time in these hedonistic lifestyles. And now suddenly one's not working. Instead of going, oh my goodness, we need to all actually focus on family creation and having babies and stopping the abortion and getting married and having more than just one child or two child or zero children. We need like 3-4 children per family. Instead of actually fixing the root problem, They're like, well, let's just pour in masses of people from the third world that don't know how to run anything into our midst, and hopefully they'll contribute to the system. There's no possible reality that actually things are going to get worse, or that they're not going to contribute to the tax paying, or they're not going to contribute tax money. That's just an impossibility. They're only going to create good things when they come to our country. And yet we have all the data that shows that when these people come from these countries, they are net takers of the economy. And instead of, again, focusing on actually fixing the problem, you're just pouring people in, you are annihilating yourselves, you're driving yourselves further into, I guess, European extinction. But it doesn't matter as long as we've got our abortions and our whatever feminism you want to call it. It's disgusting.
That is a sign of respect,
Yes,
you know. When you legalize it, you respect them, and
So I've spoken to the other side who believe that legalizing these migrants, that it's about votes. They say that they will all vote for Sanchez, and that's why they're legalizing. What do you say to that?
I want to say that that's a stupid argument.
Yeah.
I'm really stupid.
Yeah. And why is it stupid?
I mean, even if he does it for votes, if something is okay.
Yeah, like
because he did it, you know.
Yeah.
So if he does this for votes, okay, he can do more things like that for votes, you know.
Sure.
Wow.
So I went recently to
talk about saying the quiet part out loud.
And I know some people are concerned about the rise of Islam in Europe. They're saying there are more.
know.
What do you say to those people?
I mean, it's a religion. Some things they're difficult. It's very difficult issue.
Yeah.
You know, also for me, there are some things I really. It's a problem because all the countries where there is the Islam, the women they don't have rights. Okay, so but I would never create. Something against the people, because all the individuals, they are nice and respectful. It's more the political system which creates this yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a political system that is graping your daughters. It is not the individuals. They are all nice. Talk about coping. This is ultimate cognitive dissonance here.
So we have to face it. I mean, it's face facts. We all are. It's a international movement, or the clothes are made in Bangladesh, and of course they come here.
Yeah.
It's like it's two sides of the coin. If you exploit other.
The logic ain't logicking with this one. I have no idea what that is meant to mean. So because your clothes might be made in Bangladesh, therefore you have to bring in Bangladeshi people into your country? I'm sorry, what? Like, I didn't know that was part of the transaction if you're doing international trade of goods, that if you do trade with a country, you have to mass import the people as well?
I was recently in London, and I asked a woman a question I'm going to ask you, which is that would you be okay if Barcelona became 90% Muslim, let's say? Would that be okay with you?
What's the question for?
The question is
really,
because
it's a stupid question.
I'll explain.
For me,
I'll ask you why I'm telling you why I'm asking it. I'm
Wow.
asking it because when I speak to Muslim people, they tell me that Muslims should follow Sharia law. And Sharia law, you have to wear a burqa. It's kind of like not very convenient. So that's why I'm asking, because if they become...
It's one part of the Muslims. They are not all like this.
I spoke to a lot who said that.
I think every Muslim follow the Sharia law.
Wherever Muslim goes, we stick to the Sharia laws.
You're from London and Berlin. Maybe there is really a problem because there are these
Wake
clans.
up, woman.
But I mean, Europe is so big. I don't think this problem really is serious.
Let's see.
Spain was once under jihadist rule. It was under Sharia law for 800 years. Spain. Why have these people forgotten their history? Just how Marxist has the education system been in Spain, and for how long? To make people forget that they were under the boot of Islam for nearly a millennia until they managed to push them back out. And now, in like one generation of like feminist liberalism, we have just allowed the gates to be opened for that to be poured in again, just spitting on the graves of your ancestors who lived and struggled and were massacred and beheaded and oppressed, forced to pay the jizya tax, made to feel like second-class citizens, destroyed their culture and society for centuries upon centuries, only to, with great strength and blood, manage to push them out. And now you got ladies like this who just are just like, well, it's just let them in.
How serious it is. I met up with Barcelona Councilman Gonzalo de Oro. He's a member of Vox, which is their right-wing party, and we went on a walk.
Come to Africa.
Nice to meet you. Yeah, yeah.
Africa. For us, the main problem is that it's not going to be 500,000, because when you have the papers, you have the opportunity to bring here your family. So in fact, we think will be more or less 2 million people.
They're going to become citizens when?
Maybe in 1 year, 2 years.
Whoa. Whoa. In the space of, what do you say, 1 or 2 years? 2 million people are about to flood into Spain. Now, just the other day, a story from Australia said that in the next 2 years, they're also about to accept 990,000 migrants into Australia. Why? What sickness has gotten into the consciousness of Western leaders that thinks that this is a good idea? Don't they see their cities falling apart?
The people who now get the papers, in 2 years, they can vote. It is not a problem only of Spain, it's a problem of all Europe. It's not normal that one person who doesn't speak Spanish can vote like an Spanish.
So you have people voting that can't even speak Spanish?
Yes.
Now, all of this is on the premise that we need more workers in Europe, right? Because of the falling birth rates. But we are also on the precipice of a major AI revolution that's going to take over entire sectors. Entire industries are going to be automated by AI. Already, like the filmmaking world, graphic design, animation, illustration, all the creative jobs are being taken over by AI. And that's not starting to get into like accountancy and like the legal, like lawyers and all that kind of stuff. AI is coming for everything. And it's amazing to me that as we are approaching this precipice of AI taking over all the jobs, Europe is just not kind of taking that into account when it comes to, well, hold on a minute, you're flooding your country with all these migrants. None of them are going to be needed at some point soon, unless you're flooding your countries with like absolute slave labor to do all the menial jobs that like really no one wants to do, that AI doesn't even want to do. And that's why you're doing it. I don't know. There's something here that's not computing for me.
Yeah, it's really crazy.
Theoretically, they have to do an exam of history of Spain, of the Constitution, but everybody passed this exam.
Okay, so for the people that come in that don't speak Spanish and they're voting, do they vote for Sanchez and his
Everybody,
party?
everybody.
They all do?
Everybody, yeah.
Okay.
50 years ago, Spain and Italy were the only two countries in West Europe that the 90% of the population was white and Catholic. Now, you have here, for instance, in the Raval, the 80% of population is from abroad.
Yeah, and Muslim most likely. And by the way, what on earth is the Catholic Church in Rome doing? There's so much coming out from the Vatican and the Pope and like councils of Catholic bishops that are basically against any stand for nationalism. Any like there seems to be very much pro open borders, pro migration, pro Islam. There's so much going on when it comes to the Vatican and the Roman Catholics. So Roman Catholics, if you're watching this, like, man, comment below. You must be seriously concerned about the state of your church at the moment. Very, very concerning. Very, very concerning.
And there is a lot of crime in this area?
Absolutely. So we have to go with police.
Yeah.
And especially at night.
Okay. Are there a lot of mosques in Raval or no?
Yes, this is, you can see.
Wow.
Yeah. Absolutely everybody is from abroad. Absolutely everybody.
Yeah.
You will see little by little. No business is Spanish. No one. All are kebab, Muslim food, halal food. We can see what happened in the UK, what happened in France, what happened in Belgium, and we don't do anything. So we do.
So this is Spain right now, guys. This is Barcelona. You can see people are covering their faces. We just spoke to some people here from Africa, And this is what it looks like. This is the line to get in to get help with the papers.
Crazy. We'll stop the video there. There's more to this video. Go check it out on the Nate Friedman show. He just ends up having some interesting conversations with some people online. Not all of it makes sense, like it's broken English, but you know, go check out Nate Friedman's show. My goodness, that was really helpful to see just like the on the ground perspective, because what I do a lot is I collect the data, I collect all the facts and the news articles and the latest stories and compile them into videos. But to actually be there and film this is just another dimension to this, where you can actually see that what I'm talking about repeatedly on the show when it comes to the Islamic takeover of various countries, this isn't nonsense. I'm not just making this stuff up. This is very, very real. And the end of Europe, I think if it hasn't already happened, it's there already. And I think the momentum is such in these like left-leaning governments that they already set things in motion that we're not seeing yet, but they're coming. So like this whole thing about, what did he say? In the space of a year, about 2 million migrants coming into the country. That's just imminent. That's happening. That's in the air. And we're going to start seeing that in Spain any day now. Once they land in Spain and they destroy the country and eat what's left, which is already happening. Like as the politician was saying that, like no businesses are functioning, no Spanish businesses, it's just kebabs and halal butchers. It's like a plague, and it's just ravenously eating everything. All the social services, no one's adding to the system, no one's putting into the system. It's just take. Once that's gone, they just move on to the next place. So Spain's being destroyed. Once Spain's being destroyed, and it's just like, you know, it hasn't got a young workforce, it hasn't got people that are patriotic. They're not going to join the military. The economy sucks. There's no jobs. No one's got. There's a kind of demoralization. You think they're going to put up a fight in the instance of a war? You think they're going to be a good enough ally to help America? One after the next, France, Germany, the UK, all demoralized, all stripped bare. And ultimately, I think that there is an actual agenda going on here where I think that the Chinese Communist Party are behind some of this stuff because of their influence at the United Nations and the way the United Nations is pushing governments to do all this stuff, at the European Union as well, open borders, human rights. And I know that the Chinese Communist Party have infiltrated the United Nations. And I think a lot of this is destabilizing Europe to weaken America. Okay, so I'm going to have to do another video talking about this, but we are in a worse situation than people realize. People think this is just an aesthetic thing, that look, the streets have just looked different, like people are different, people are practicing a different religion. No, that people don't realize just how bad this is. They don't know what the true significance of all this means. Things are far worse than people realize when it comes to Europe. So if you want to watch more of these videos and support the show, the only thing I ask is to please subscribe to the channel. It's just a little click. Take a little moment to subscribe to the show. It really does help support the show and get these kinds of videos out to more people. Give it a thumbs up, hype it, comment down below, and I'll speak to you in the next one. God bless.